Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at people share their I'm in trouble when I get home stories. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. I skipped school to hang out with my boyfriend. He convinced me that I sounded just like my mum on the phone. So I should call into school and pose as my mum saying I was sick. This never works unless you're like a voice impersonator or something. So I did. The office lady took the information and I thought that's that. 10 minutes later, I get a call at my boyfriend's house from my mum. Office lady knew something was off and called my mum at work. Mum knew where I'd be and called my stepdad to go get me. He was already down the block by the time she called me at his house. I still remember the icy chill of a voice when I got on the phone. It was a dark day. Don't skip school unless your parents let you skip it or something. Because I feel like it's just so dangerous if you skip school because you're not telling anyone where you are, right? You're not telling your parents, you're not telling anyone. So what if something happens to you? No one's gonna know. So yeah. It's not even the fact that you skip school, it's more like how dangerous it is, you know? I skipped school and my mum texted me in all caps, "You skipped school?" Turns out I forgot I had Life 360 on my phone. What's that? Let's look it up. Oh. You shared your location with this. When I was a kid, my dad always told me he knew whatever I was doing, like wherever I was, at home, at school, whatever. He said he knew, and I believed him because every single time he came home from work, he would tell me what I had been doing that day. And I would believe him. What I didn't know was that I would be telling my mum about my day, and my mum knows what I had been doing, and she's been telling him. But like, I didn't know she was ratting me out, okay? And I believed him. I thought his eyes were like security cameras or something. That's such cheeky parenting. That honestly made me scared to do anything bad. This is why I'm so shy. I was 7 years old and I was sent to my room for some reason. We lived in a one-story house, so it occurred to me that I could open the window, push the screen out and go to my friend's house across the street. It felt good to escape for a moment, but I knew I was in for it when I went back home, and I was. Oh, I hate hearing stories about kids sneaking out, you know, because you're not telling anyone. Someone can just snatch you from the road and no one's gonna even know. Just don't sneak out, kids. Don't do it. When I received a detention for doing something bad in 3rd grade, as I was walking home from school, I noticed my dad's car in the driveway when he normally wouldn't be home for another 2 to 3 hours. I just knew. I knew why he was home early. Walked in the front door and I instantly hear, "Hey, I'm upstairs." Never got a detention again after that. Oh no. Oh, that's the worst, you know. He came home from work early just to parent his kid. That's good parenting. Well, it was my friend's birthday and we were all at his house. Our friend, who was 17, picked all 5 of us up at midnight and we drove around. We ended up in my friend's neighborhood around 2:30 a.m. and the speed limit was like 35 and our driver decides 85 is close enough to the limit. We see lights and we poop ourselves. The cop interrogated our driver and questioned why we were out past curfew. Anyway, we got a warning. The cop is walking to his car to leave when one of our friends recognized the cop as his neighbor and yelled, "Officer blank, it's me, your neighbor." We all just looked at him. How could he? This is like the student who tells the teacher, "Wait, miss, you didn't collect our homework yet." Oh man. He's totally gonna tell their parents. Anyway, we get home to the lights on in the kitchen and the bedrooms. We knew we were dead. Yo, who was that friend? Honestly, I would unfriend him. I'm kidding. That's kind of good because they learned the lesson and I'm assuming they will learn not to do it again if they got in trouble, you know? Because if they don't get in trouble, they're gonna be like, "Wow, this is so cool, we should do this every night," kind of thing. Funny. I missed 12 calls from my dad. He never calls. Oh, it's the worst getting missed calls from your parents. That's the worst, man. Like, if I get 5 missed calls when I was in high school, you bet my parents would be behind me already, okay? Wherever I was, they'll be behind me. Was hanging out with some girls when I was 14. One of them was mad I wasn't drinking their beer, so she poured it all down my shirt. I was mortified that my mum would smell it on me, so I washed it in the ocean water, then hosed it down with off-bug spray, and it worked. Got away with it. I love how they didn't even do anything wrong, but they were like, I got away with it. It wasn't even their fault. They didn't even drink. My parents didn't let me date. As a girl-obsessed high school kid, one day I decided to ditch my $3,000 SAT course that my parents paid for and hang out with this girl I was crushing on. I lied to my parents that I was going to do some after-class group study with some people in my class afterwards so I could earn a few more hours to be with this girl. Everything went fine that day. My parents didn't doubt me a bit. The trouble came a week later. I forgot to hide any evidence that I wasn't in class off my desk. Used movie tickets, receipts from Panda Express, etc. And while I was in school, my mum discovered those things in my room. When I came home, my mum's mood suddenly changed, and she scarily asked me, "Where were you that day?" and handed me all the evidences and lashed out on me for 3 hours for wasting my precious time on girls while I should be focusing on schoolwork. My parents and I didn't talk to each other for 2 weeks after they discovered that I lied. That is so scary. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating reading that. Where were you that day? Oh, that's so scary. You know, when your parents look calm, but they're mad inside is the scariest. I would rather my parents scream and all than to be like this, you know, than to ask you calmly, where were you that day? Growing up, I had a friend who lived a few doors down from me. 15, I was pretty rebellious and was seeing a guy my family forbade me from seeing. One day, I had the genius idea to tell my parents I was going to my neighborhood friend's house, when really I was walking half a mile to visit said boy. I was so clever. The grand plan came to a halt an hour later when my friend came over to my house asking if I wanted to hang out. Probably should have told the friend I was using her as an alibi. My parents called my phone and didn't say anything except come home now, and I just knew they knew. I've never had the anxiety like I did walking home that day. Man, they should have told their friend. How do you not tell your friend that you used them as an alibi? Oh my gosh, the friend just had to come over that day, right? That night as well. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are, and as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!